I think my stream just went
Anarchy
offline.
was awesome for a long
Just
time.
have the wares you're looking
It was
for.
one of those things where I got it the second run. Never, didn't want it, never used it for a year, then used it constantly for like 3 months, and then it got nerfed and I never used it again.
What gun was that? Oh, wait, was that last word?
Go back. Yeah, that's last word.
Okay. Also, yeah, my stream went down briefly, but oh well. Sorry.
Remember this, Guardian. When the darkness saw destruction,
You see what I
of
now
all
had to do too.
things, The
That's
Black
fair.
Armory persevered. Our very soul resides in that vault. It must be secured. The Black Armory is depending on you.
Anyway, Cap. Okay. This is going to be one of those I have to ask an important question.
Go on.
Did you guys... Well, I already know the answer for Fergie, so Mark, did you like Forges?
Not really.
Okay. That makes sense. That means I can put that there then, and just be happy.
So I think I had it in D because I like Scourge.
You did have it in D because you liked Scourge.
Like, Scourge really brought it up for me. Everything else, I mean, the weapons were nice, but, like, I did not like Forges. I thought, like, people's obsession with, like, fucking Niobe Labs was way overblown. I thought it was really funny that Bungie said, no, we're just going to unlock the final forge because this is going to take forever people to do the Niobe Labs. I thought that was hilarious.
Okay. I need Bungie to stop, like, double dipping on trailers. Yeah,
Just pick one.
Yeah, now I'm just definitely picking one. It was just more of a complaint.
Yeah.
E tier for obviously that.
I did not.
I think I put it in F.
I'm putting it don't know.
Yeah. Hey
Shocker for
guys.
everybody I know.
Hey guys. It's time for
Hi.
Fergie's favorite season. Fish.
Fish.
The lunar pyramid stirs to the Leviathan's call. It manifests our deepest regrets. Where once we banished the nightmares, a new terror rouses them from their slumber. We will not cower in fear of nightmares. We will rise to meet the enemy and confront our darkest fears with open eyes.
Dollar is back. What's up?
I'm back. What's up?
Oh hey, welcome back. Right,
The
Solo
nightmares
3.0.
are emerging in your locations. Begin the harvest. And so you become an eater of fear.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yes, they gave a trespasser, that's right.
It is the beginning of the end.
Sorry, I'm just gonna scrub that back a little bit. That's so weird having Eris not in the actual splash art, but she's in the splash art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know she was in that splash art. I didn't even realize that.
I saw a flash of green. I was like, wait, what? I think we all know what fucker gives this one.
I think I gave it a B. Because this is the season that came out with one, it was very Callus focused, and obviously Callus is the best. I think the activity was fine. I like the story. Like, I actually did like the story. And it had Kaido's dungeon.
Yes, it had Kaido's dungeon.
Wow, I only gave Haunted.
I also
B.
don't
That's
know that I really
crazy.
remember much of this, even listening to you guys talk about it.
I have it in C. It was wildly okay.
It has one of the most beautiful lawbook entries of Crow letting Era shoot Golden Gun. I miss Crow. It's a shame he died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
It's like me.
For real, bestie.
I also died.
So real. And I love that for you.
Thank you.
Alright, okay. Who's not putting the next season in F?
I don't remember it. I know I played it.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember
no,
it.
that's definitely F.
I think I actually have it in E.
There's
But
no
that's because I hate 2 of the following seasons.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There is a fucking way.
Yeah, I have
What?
Hunt in E. It's very bad. However, there's 2 I hate way more than it.
Okay.
Do I not have it in F?
You definitely have it in F, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
It's me
Thanks.
that doesn't.
Let's just remind ourselves.
What if we are not the only ones to whom the darkness speaks?
Oh my god, I forgot how good Arrivals was. I forgot this mission in Arrivals.
The traveler closes like a fist. It will strike against the darkness.
Osiris has been trying to assess the damage caused by the return of the darkness. He believes that Xivu Arath, the hive god of war, seeks to take advantage of the power vacuum left in its wake. Close our ranks, Guardian. I need you on the front lines.
Please show me the most important thing from this season.
Welcome, my most productive guardian.
Oh, this armor set actually kind of rules. I forgot about that.
Propose a partnership. Break Xivu Arath's hold over my shore, and you can claim any prize in my lair as your reward. You'll have earned it. I know how accomplished you are at exacting revenge.
Oh. Fuck, I have to put it in A. I can't put it in F.
You hear that?
I thought you didn't like this mission.
I don't know who you're thinking about.
There's someone I knew that did not like running that mission for Hawkmoon.
It might have been me.
Oh no, I've fallen. Oh no, glyphosate.
There's a lot of memes that were very unjustified for that man.
Because it wasn't him. In the end, it just wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
It just wasn't him. That's crazy. Okay, I can't put it in F anymore. I forgot Hawkmoon came out with
I considered Hawkmoon. It still was an F for me.
I also forgot about the amount of fun I had making fun of Old Man Osiris.
Oh, okay, it almost brings it to E. That was really funny. Old Man Osiris was a big meme for I want to say 4 seasons.
Well, because there'll be some new Old Man Osiris thing.
Help! I need life alert.
Well, it's crazy how that works. Okay. This one's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of interested to see opinions on this season because this is, I think this is actually the longest Destiny season. Wish might have been it actually. Hey guys, it's time for everyone's favorite season of the Lost. Everyone remembers this season, right?
I'm really bad at remembering shit by name.
I know.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven this time.
To survive the coming storm, the tower and the dreaming city must stand united. We are surrounded. A ring of spears.
Remember the
pointing inward from
implication they
edges
were
of our
going to
system.
update the Shattered Throne? I've just realized.
I think a lot of people
Is no less
thought that this was
dangerous
going to be
now
a season
than
they
she has
break
ever
the
been.
cycle.
We must uncover whatever secrets she knows with the time that we have. Relight the pathways of the Ascendant Plane and guide my people back to me. There is a malevolent force at work in this plane, Guardian.
Oh, I forgot this activity. I remember DA just said quest. Fun little quest. Fun exotic, actually. Oh,
Your knack
right.
for violence
The
is
rent
needed.
driver.
I believe this was the season where we had that one person in our clan that carried like 6 people to the lighthouse because he was a god at PvP.
I can
And then he
save
stopped
us
playing
all.
Destiny.
Well, he got COVID and then stopped playing Destiny.
I think he died, to be honest.
I don't remember.
I feel like we would have seen him come back because he was a big
Very
Destiny
active.
guy.
I don't know if he went to Tarkov.
Oh, that might make sense. Okay. I have to mention the rabbit in the room. This season didn't work for 2 fucking months.
Yeah. I thought overall the season was fine. It wasn't like amazing, but like I didn't think it was bad. I think I might have put it in C. I don't think I would have put it in D or lower.
I'm gonna put it in C because the fact it didn't work for 2 months is obnoxious. It's going top tier C right now though, because I've forgotten about the 3-person mission in the like running around the Ascendant realm, like hunting secrets and stuff. That was really well done and really cool. I really enjoyed that. The wrench driver was one of the most busted weapons in PvP history.
Yeah.
I think we can all be agreed with that, right?
It was pretty.
I think it was more notorious than Mountaintop.
Because I felt like Mountaintop, there was at least a little level of skill. The wrench driver was auto headshot.
It had insane target acquisition.
And I blame Furky. Oh my god. Oh no. And now it's time for everyone's new favorite season.
This is by far my weakest category.
Oh, I bet. You definitely didn't play this season, and I think some of us have some bizarre takes on
Well,
this season.
what Crystal does is she would play the final season of the year, but would have most of the seasons unlocked because she would get like the pass.
Yes.
So she doesn't remember individual seasons just because she played 3 of them at once.
Yeah.
Yes.
That also just in general with anything, like occasionally when we were watching Star Wars, Merc would be like, oh yeah, that's from this movie. And I'm like, I don't remember anything about that movie with that title. It's just a weak spot of how my brain categorizes things.
A new mystery.
It's very
awaits
unfortunate.
you, Guardian.
Hey guys, it's season of the
Welcome to the
opulence.
season of opulence.
Oh, is this the one where we kept opening all the chests?
What will you find in the
No.
Emperor's lost vaults?
No.
Treasure hunts will lead you to powerful weapons and armor. These will quickly boost your power level and prepare you for the menagerie. This season's all-new 6-player match-made activity. Grow strong, Guardian. Prove your worth.
Okay. That's the only tree.
I
Oops.
I can't super comment on it at launch. It's a season that a lot of people seem to love for a very specific reason, according to a quote-unquote Destiny expert, a local Red Panda. And that is duplication. Or what?
Sparrow duplication. Oh no, I don't think it was Sparrow. I don't think there was a Sparrow. I think he just ran back and forth really quickly. But
Yeah, it was like duplication. Like everybody has nostalgia for this season, but they have nostalgia for a bug.
Yes.
So I have it a little bit lower than I think a lot of people would.
I'm not gonna lie, bestie. It's an eater for me. I only have the activity in the raid to think of, and
I did like the raid. Like, I'm one of the few who really liked that raid. But then also it was the first one I ever actually did flawless.
it's a B for me. I did like Menagerie. I didn't super love it, but I did like it as an activity. I thought it was cool how it was done. It was a season I came back to, so I'm kind of clouded because I did Forge, Drifter, and Opulence all at once, getting everything. It was also the AFK season for me. I did a lot of AFK in that season, like an insane amount.
AFKD's nuts in your mouth.
The raid, as it was, is fine. It was the season that made me hate the raiding community.
Yes, this is the
One phaser wipe.
yeah.
Children. Fucking children. If I ever hear somebody ever say, let's just wipe because it's easier to wipe and start from the beginning and try one phase than it is to try and reset. Fucking psychopaths. Alright.
Hey guys, good news. This one has an actual season. This one will have an actual trailer. Oh, this has a good trailer actually. Now I remember. Ooh. Fuck, he's old.
I am old.
Ooh.
I'm almost 26.
Sure you are.
Aramis has broken free. The old crew's now rally under her command.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
pirates.
The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Well, anchors away.
And go show those pirates what happens when they crush Spiderhead. Hope you've got ammunition, Guardian.
Time to blow this rickety barge. You got the goods, Guardian.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring.
Okay. I gotta be real.
So the worst part of Season of Plunder was them nerfing the ruffian requirement for the title for all of the fucking cowards. 'Cause I did that legit. No one who didn't get all of those ruffian kills deserves it.
You're just so true, bestie.
I know.
I have to talk a little bit, very briefly. I like the season a lot. This is the season.
I like the season a lot.
At the time, people went, "What is this shit? This is god awful. Bungie needs to change everything." I feel
This
like
this is the season that people got hit by fatigue, but not because of the season.
but they blamed the season.
They blamed the season, but it wasn't the season's fault.
Yeah, because it's just very funny because at the time, obviously, it was really hated. Now you see a lot of people love it, and it's like, oh, it's one of the best seasons. I'm like, what? When did this public opinion change?
When people started liking Destiny again.
Yeah, you're correct. You're so true, bestie.
I think it's high B for me. Maybe close to A, but I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like, I like the season a lot, but I understand why people felt the fatigue during the season as well. This was a very quote unquote safe season. I don't think there's anything in the season that like stood out to me. It was just a solid season.
I like the activity.
I
like Drifter.
Cat Crash
finding
ruled.
out his name.
Catch Crash ruled.
Catch Crash ruled.
Expedition was
Really good.
decent.
I did not
Especially
like
the
the
ruffians.
Expedition. It was very boring.
Everyone hated the weekly mission pirate hideouts because it was repurposed and redone up Lost Sectors.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
The amount of difference between.
And Arc 3.0.
It did have Arc 3.0. I think this was also the one season before they did the resilience changes. Was it one season or was this the season?
Let me check. Oh my god, resilience.
So,
I feel like this was a season before resilience changes because I feel like there was one season I had Arc 3.0 without resilience changes. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the case. That feels right.
No, resilience changes came to 2022.
Anyway, D tier season. Bye. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, I've just seen what's coming up. Okay. Guys, this isn't gonna go well. It's a season I
don't
like.
remember
It's
so many of these.
It's a season I like and no one else likes.
Why did I join this tier making thing? I remember maybe 30% of this shit.
Give me
Dolly,
Oh
did
my
you cancel
God.
the raid?
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Ugh. Guys,
Because you didn't think anybody was going to join?
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
that's why Merc left.
what? Why did Mike leave?
I just heard the car start up. I assume he's taking a roommate to work because
Oh,
DJ's car problems have not gotten better.
okay. Understandable.
On the plus side, I technically fixed something that was wrong with Merc's car.
I fixed you.
Oh, the weekly.
Thank you.
I feel like you're good to run the trailer. I don't think we're going to have Merc for a while.
I don't know how.
It'll be
Hive came
somewhere
into
between 30 to
position
40
for
minutes.
it.
Yeah. We might have him for when we get
Core
raids
will
going.
find out. But in the meantime,
Hey, Season of Resistance.
You want us to hit them?
I need us to hit them hard. Guardian, you will be our boots on the ground. Savathun's risen hive have been tearing through our Guardian forces.
Avenge them and track down the leaders responsible.
Oh, I've just remembered the finals. Oh god.
You've got backup coming, Guardian.
Once they're weakened, my scions will step in. Be ready to enter the mindscape.
And while you're down there, burn this place to the ground.
Did we lobotomize a whole bunch of Hive?
We sure did, bestie.
Okay.
So here's the thing with Risen. Is I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but matchmaking was solidly broken for a while.
Yes, I do remember this. Now.
And I got put in a moon battleground by myself.
Oh god.
I don't quite remember. All I know is this season was
It was
fine.
it was an expansion launch season. It was fine.
It was an expansion. It was an expansion launch season. I did like the story.
I came away
So
with
I
a
think-
very negative opinion of Saladin. I gotta bounce out.
I think it was like
Okay.
low C, if not D.
Okay. I have to be very real about something here. Season of Risen is the best launch season for an expansion, and it's not close.
I will bring up my favorite launch season later.
The reason I say that is because the Cycler's not in that trailer. There is one other thing we should probably consider for the seasonal thing. Vox Obscura.
Yeah. I think Vox Obscura was good. I think a lot of people were frustrated early on for the timer.
Yeah, but people are bad at the game.
Yeah, I am.
Fair. but regardless, people were very frustrated with the timer.
I'm frustrated with you.
That's true.
I'm making a whole lot of points for something I'm putting in C. Leah said it best. Matchmaking was broken. Only 2 of the style battlegrounds were fun.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, blue, full stop. Wait a minute. I have to check something. Okay. Wait a minute. What year was Season of Risen?
Isn't Season of Risen like
22.
2 years ago?
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Everyone. Let's just clear up.
What's up?
I was looking up at something. For a certain catalyst for a certain gun. But that appeared to have come out in 2021, so we're all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That means that means something's going into S that shouldn't go into S.
I'm curious.
Don't worry about it. Season of the Seraph. Okay.
I liked it.
Listen. This
just have to keep throwing them in the last option.
Well, that's why we keep watching trailers, Crystal.
I know. Even then, though, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh, I don't want to just base it off the trailer.
You need memory help.
It's small details. It's consistent throughout everything I do.
It's not small details. It's
I meant like. No, that's her.
Rasputin. The War
Mind. Oh!
The most powerful artificial intelligence humanity ever created.
I think.
It's only a matter of time before his warsats fall into the wrong hands.
The witness is coming. This time, there is no escape.
Fuck those fucking towers.
Oh, I hated those. Never mind F here. Fuck F for fuck those towers.
Oh my god, Manticore, right.
Secure the Warsat network before it's too late. Rebuilding the War Mind is now top priority.
Oh my god, Revision 0. What a fun gun that I didn't use after this season.
People still stand by it.
Yeah, they definitely stand by it in PvP as well.
It's time.
I'm trying to think of a fair raid. What was the other activity this season? Was that one?
I said fuck it and put it in S because I don't remember anything bad that happened to it, but I remember liking the plot line.
I thought the plot was good. I like the mission, the Revision 0 mission. I don't quite remember what the season activity was.
It was Heist Battlegrounds. So it was the mission.
I thought
where
that
you
was
had to
fine.
Open the doors and everything.
Yeah, I thought that was fine. Heist Battlegrounds was definitely not the worst of the Battleground options.
We all know which ones they was, and they were the Defiant ones.
Yeah, it's definitely Defiance.
There's another thing that was added this season.
Go on.
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't this the season of fucking Spire the Watcher?
Oh, was
Maybe?
that the Yeehaw season?
Well, we didn't have a Yeehaw season. We just had Spire the Watcher. Yes, it was. I need to BRB very quickly. Just know that it's going into actually it's going into A tier, and I'll tell you why. I cried at the final cutscene, and that's all I have to say about it.
That's fair.
There you go.
But also,
Hey,
Traveler should have been nuked.
All right then. Hey, Furky, I have a question for you.
What's
up? What's it called? I don't recall the mall that has mini queue is pretty out of your way, right?
It's I think like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Only reason I asked is it's going to be a couple weeks before I would ask you again anyway, at least based on what I heard over the phone today, which is me calling you directly. The main problem I'm having is getting pictures of the shit. Because I know I got pictures of the charms of one of the guys that I like. They have in stock some acrylic charms and some other stuff of another character, and another one that's not coming for a couple weeks. And I'm like, oh, is there like anywhere that you've posted pictures? And they're like, your best bet's probably to message us on Instagram. My only concern being, if it's the same person who runs their Facebook account, they had just went on vacation, I think, and also I had to ask a couple times, but I only ever got pictures of the one guy, and I had to be like, yo, so, like, do you have the other one, though? And then they went on vacation, and I don't know if they're still on vacation, so I'm just kind of hoping different people run the two different, social platforms. Instagram is not letting me make an account.
That's unfortunate.
Straight up, I can't do it on computer, I can't do it on phone, because it just says, oh, there was an error. Like, it's not... My email isn't in use because I tried to sign in and it said there was no account associated with the email.
Yeah.
So, granted, I asked Mert because he has an Instagram, apparently. But motherfucker didn't say anything back to me. Basically, I was gonna potentially see about you going there sometime in the next week, but I'm not super pressed about it.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to message him and see if I can get pictures, because it's like a whole cabinet, and I don't want to, like... At this point, I'm like, just send me a good enough quality picture of the cabinet, and I can get an idea of what I want. Kind of a thing. But it's been a little rough. Mark's house is warm again, and I'm upset.
Oof. Skill issue. For real.
How hot is it outside right now? Because it feels gross as shit in here. 84 out there. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check on my laundry.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry. My stomach decided to
Hey-oh.
explode.
You know, it happens.
I was like, oh, I'm fine. I started talking about Seraph. Gone. It was just like
No
I need
longer
to poop.
fine.
I need to poop. I need to poop so bad.
Listen, that's fair.
I blame Fergie.
You know, hate to see it. Effing chat.
You know what the worst bit here is, Fergie?
Go on.
Me pooping might let Merc get back in time. For your bit. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Okay, what was I talking about? But yes, Spirit Watcher came out with Seraph. I'm surprised the trailer didn't have that in there, actually.
I think they were trying to keep it under wraps. I don't know.
I mean, it's Bungie. Yeah, you're right. The only thing they would try to keep more on the wraps is employees leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. There's no way that Crystal remembers this season. But I remember it. Is Crystal even here?
Crystal, you alive? Okay, there you go.
My mic was muted.
I just remembered this trailer doesn't show a single fucking thing.
This morning, for the first time in humanity's long and storied history, the sun did not rise. It's a Vex simulation that has plunged the city into an endless night. Osiris and I could only think of one we might turn to. Mithrax. He claims to be among the last sacred splicers. Those with the power to commune with machines. Find him, Guardian. Before the Vex do.
I think this was another season where people had the fed up moment.
Yep, and this is when I hard got into Destiny with this season.
I thought the season was fine.
Enough. There was a couple problems. It got aggravating sometimes, but I actually really liked traversing this area.
Oh my god, remember
I remember
Synthesis.
Oh, transmogs. I forgot about that.
Vex, Smith, Volgas as well.
The return of Vogue.
Oh my god, the worst season pass weapon. I wonder if it's any better now. With the stasis changes.
Yeah.
Expunge! Alright, expunge ruled.
I think I might have this in B or C.
Do you want me to tell you?
What's your rating first?
My rating for that piece of
What came before Splicer again? Which one did we watch before Splicer?
Seraph.
Seraph's the one with Rasputin.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I found it. I think somehow mine got jumbled up a little bit. There we go.
I'm honestly gonna put Splicer into B. And you'll know why it's in B.
Go on.
It had the greatest gun of all time. I miss you farewell every day.
Oh. Yeah.
It also had Chroma Rush.
I mean, I just bought a God Roll Farewell, so I mean, like, got it like a week ago. Literally the role I wanted. I never got it.
Do you want me to tell you your rating for this season?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
You gave it an A.
Splicer?
Yes, you gave Splicer an A.
Did I confuse it with Plunder?
You gave Plunder a B.
Because I consider. I think I want to confuse it because I like Plunder. I definitely like Plunder more than Splicer. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but it just doesn't look true. I mean, you know. I mean, how could I consider it true, Furky?
Sure, it's the image is right there.
The image is right there. How would I ever find the truth out?
Maybe I really liked Farewell.
No, I think honestly, the 6-person activity was fun when it finally started, when it worked, basically. I.e., when people would do the thing, as is often not the case.
Yeah.
The weapons in it were good. I feel like one of the maps broke constantly for like the first week, where if you spawned too many light orbs of light, i.e. 5, it crashed everyone.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a thing that happened. And, you know, other illegal things.
That's fair.
What else happened in that season? Because obviously that's when the season we killed like a big player in the lore, and it just didn't matter apparently. And obviously Lakshmi.
Guardian, the witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answer.
I don't think I've ever seen this trailer before.
Only if we contend with her.
I think this is when I start watching trailers.
It rests with me.
Will you come back from this?
Do not be afraid.
Bring me your tithes.
You now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light. Assault the Spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tides.
Oh, this is another bait and switch. I've just remembered.
Let them know fear.
Like, why do they keep randomly showing bits from Pit of Heresy?
Yeah.
Fight in my name, Guardian.
Because they know what's up.
The opponent you defeat strengthens me.
Moth gloves.
My appetite rises for your brutal tribute.
Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
You have sounded the horn of battle! You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Eris is in like the big background a lot. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm starting to see it now. What else came out with Season of the Witch?
Did Crota come out?
Was it? Oh god, it was Crota, wasn't it?
Because it wasn't a dungeon.
I don't remember much about this season. Like with I keep saying that, but nothing from the trailer pulled me in like Seraph did, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so this was a season where it looked kind of like, I don't want to say like Loki, but this like the trailer was like weird because it didn't show you much of what was actually happening. And I'll be real, the season story took a long time to finally click. I.e., it took until like the second to last week for it to go, oh, I see now. I see what Eris is doing. Okay.
I think I put the season in B because it was one of those seasons where it wasn't super memorable, but I respected that it had a lot to it.
Oh,
they
God.
were trying to do a lot of different things to like shake up the seasonal model.
Yeah. Without like
I also might put it in B. Also because I like the song Season of the Witch.
Guys,
that's not a reason. I just thought I'd get a little chuckle if I made the joke.
I guess the other things to actually mention about this season is it added 2 very good exotics, actually. Exjuris, well, actually 3. Exjuris, Mothkeeper's
Wraps, what the fuck Fergie was doing there.
and Pyrogale gauntlets.
Yeah.
I can't believe this season added Pyrogale.
What is Pyrogale?
Pyrogale's a Titan
It's
exotic.
a Titan exotic.
Turns the flaming hammers into just one big flaming hammer. Where does it end? Yeah, I think I'm going to just do the correct decision. Actually, and everyone knows what that is. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it at the top tier of A. Of B, sorry. Of B, not A. Only because I didn't really vibe with this season until it was done, basically. And that's kind of a bit late to do that, you know?
It was just a solid season. It was a solid season, but I don't think it was a memorable one.
What you up to, Fergie?
I'm currently filling up water.
Oh, water.
Crazy.
Ooh, little water boy.
Oh, little water boy.
What's next?
Wish.
Ooh, I think this one's gonna be in high for me.
Here comes the season of the wish.
A wish to pursue the witness. Only Riven can open the way. Riven, whose heart was torn out by guardians. We have a dragon to charm.
I am dead, as are the rest of my kind. But if you were to secure my eggs, then you would also secure your heart's desire. It is your turn to grant a last wish.
Why do they keep...
Guardian, you may find it a place most...
Why do they keep trying to throw them in these trailers? It's really upsetting me now.
You knew from the beginning. Last words. Last wish.
Oh, that boy rolls.
Last words. Last wish. Last words. Last wish. All wishes come at a cost.
Well,
I believe I have this one in A.
I
I
liked
don't
this
think-
one.
Granted, I didn't put anything in S except one.
except one.
Close.
I think this is another season that was hit at the start with the seasonal fatigue thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the one where this is the realization where I'm like, oh, because I play this game a semi-regular amount, I don't get the seasonal burnout like other people do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the start of this season was incredible. The recoil and like earning that much loot. Oh my god, the amount of loot you got in Wish was fucking obscene.
Awesome.
The change to the tiered seasonal stuff to be sort of like more of just unlocked based with the, you know, Undercoil having the Rhythms Wishes system. The exotic mission was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The extra reveal at the end of all the exotic mission with the Ishtar Collective symbol was important.
Yeah.
Okay, I also have to include the other part of it because I didn't put it as its own season because I couldn't really.
Mm-hmm.
The Into the Light stuff that came as part of Season of the Wish. Yeah.
Sure.
And the final cutscene of Cade and Crow, also known as a hunter that is panicking and a hunter that doesn't have the light.
Yeah.
You know what? S.
That's fair. It's a good season.
Like, I was trying to think of reasons to bring it down. I just couldn't. You know? Alright.
It's just one of those things. It was great. Very great. Very high A. I just don't think it brought it to the level of like, that was a season. I think it was a great season.
Yeah. Hey, I have good news, Crystal.
Huh.
I have another trailer for you.
Hey. Also, I put Wish in S below Chosen because I believe I really liked the Season of the Wish.
It's time for Destiny's Worst season.
Okay.
And it's not close.
Let me remember.
Anna, are you there? Report.
The Cabal have taken out the primary engine. It's like they want this thing to drift off into space forever.
Not forever. Guardian, the Almighty is plummeting towards the last city, yet we have no way to stop it. If it comes to it, we Guardians must be the ones to make a hard choice.
Oh, I have been waiting for this. Wreck them! Right now! I love this! Use Swoop in like a bird of prey.
So yes, that was Season of the Worthy. I did.
Huh.
See, here's the issue, right? Let me explain as to why it was a bad season. The activity was a mess. The community basically rejected doing anything community related. Trials of Osiris was a bit of a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only one saving grace. Our parent got Burrow.
Ah.
I'm waiting for Farky to turn up.
He's gone to the void. The washing machine ate him.
Oh, F and peace. Hate to see it.
So, I was peeing. There is a very specific reason this is the only S tier season for me. As the worst season, it is also the season where the Destiny community has been the most unified it had ever been in all of Destiny history. Because they put out a community event that very specifically unlocked the continuation of the story. But it required you to play the worst PvE public event in existence that everyone hated, that they refused to fix, and the community said, fuck off. They refused to do it. And after a week of literally almost no progress, Bungie unlocked the mission anyways. And that's also the season they stopped doing community events.
Which I actually
we're still on seasons?
Yes. I had to
dog shit, F tier.
Excuse you, as Furky has correctly pointed out, it's actually S tier.
Because it united the community in a way that Bungie had never seen the community unite before. This is the season we're against them. You're correct. It was against them, but this is the season where the Bungie community was like, we stand together to say fuck off. And it's my favorite season. Everything about it is garbage, except Heir Apparent.
Yeah, it's a season that has Heir Apparent.
That is why it is S tier. It is my only S tier option. Otherwise, it's F.
Okay. There is one other thing that was really cool, even though it took a fucking age. Watching the Almighty come down.
So that's the only reason why I consider it better than Hunt.
The community or the...
Because no. Like if I ignore the community unifying part, everything about the season is garbage except for the Almighty and Heir Apparent. And that's the only reason why I consider it better than Hunt.
Yeah, because I remember.
Had nothing.
Yeah.
Worthy was so dog shit, I didn't even log in for the Almighty.
Trust me. I've kept track of. I keep track of things. Almighty. The Almighty event was actually very cool. It took an age for it to actually happen.
It was super cool. Well, because it was bugged. Didn't they say it was delayed? Or no, they didn't say it was delayed. They were waiting for people to get on before they triggered the event or some shit. It was delayed for some reason.
I think it was delayed because they originally were going to do it when not a lot of people were at work. And it was kind of like
So Jen, if you could go ahead and add another a second picture of Worthy, put one in S and put one in F.
Fuck off.
I would appreciate that.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why is that it? Sorry. Hunt has mysteriously drifted up to E. Alright, I remember why I put it in E.
No, you put it in E specifically because of Hawkmoon.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's time for one last season trailer.
Oh god,
Last one.
There's a discussion that we're about to have about it as well. Because Fergie said something and I realized what he meant now.
Can I play during this one?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
This was for the Shadowkeep launch. Milkies.
We say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. The gateways have opened. The Vex are coming.
I'd completely forgotten, but because it was so integral to the expansion that they actually got a full proper cutscene.
So yeah, I mean, here's my take on it. We all decided Shadowkeep was at least decent, right? If not good. This is worst. Like, if there were two sides of the coin of Shadowkeep, this is the bad half of it. Like, forget this season was so forgettable.
Jen?
Undying's greatest flaw was the seal. And it's a bad flaw because it was...
The seal crippled the season. I think it's the best of the launch seasons because I think the activity was better than every other launch activity, season launch activity. I also think I personally like the story of Undying, and I feel like if that stupid fucking boss dropped Imago Loop, people would have liked that season a lot more. Because a lot of people wanted Imago Loop. But I do like the season because I like the public event, the random public event on the moon. I like the activity, and I liked the story.
My counterpoint is actually also going to be this. There wasn't... It didn't have enough for me. But the activity was fun. I'll give it that. However, I can't say it's the greatest seasonal activity on launch. Only because...
Well, the two is between Risen and Undying.
Yeah.
I personally liked the activity from Undying more than the one from Risen. That's where my head's at. I think I put in like B, like low B.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
You put Undying C.
Put in C.
Yeah.
Where did I put
Risen?
Yeah.
C.
Okay.
Do you know what else you
Is
put
it
in
higher
C? Or lower? Do you know what else you put in C?
What?
Defiance.
I mean I wasn't super into Defiance.
Fucky. I need to stress, you put 3 of the 4 launch seasons in C.
Look, that's fair.
You know which one you didn't put in C?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, that's seasons.
I like how your image is just an E.
I know, right? Oh God, I am dreading this.
The raid. All right.
The raid
Hold on,
one.
before you start, I need to relog onto my account now that I'm just laying in bed with my headphones on.
Oh. Oh, wait, before we go any further, stream... Okay, so we only have one person's images for this, for seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone, let's look at Revan. Oh, I need to get Dahlia's as well. But Dahlia's is a lot of did not play. So, as everyone can see, Revan has some opinions.
What? Revan having opinions? No.
High return.
Holy shit, Revan actually agreeing with me that Worthy is F tier for once?
I think everyone thinks Worthy is F tier. It's more...
He always argues with me whenever I bring up how much I hated it.
So yeah, fuck you. I've posted Revan and Dahlia's season tiers. I need to tell you this right now. Revan has fucking Forge in B, Forge in Opulence in B, and Drifter in C.
Yeah.
Because oh my god, his opinions.
Well, he was a Warlock main. Drifter was great for Warlock mains.
Oh, you're right. He also put Dawn in A and not S.
Yeah, you know.
He
wasn't a big fan of the Dawn activity. Like, not like a super fan of it.
But he also put Seraph in S.
I'll put Seraph in A.
I'll put your Seraph in A.
Damn.
I know what.
And then Dahlia of the seasons she played, we got Wish, Witch, and Seraph in S, Deep in A, Haunted in B, Defiance, Plunder in C, Risen in D.
Plunder should be higher. I definitely think it should be higher than Haunted.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god.
This is the final countdown.
And I no longer have to do any switching. We're not watching any fucking trailers.
Nope.
Because
You don't want to watch the intro cutscene?
No, absolutely not. Because I want to start with a very simple, you know what C stands for? Crota's End.
Oh.
That's fair.
it's one of the things where the power creep is real.
That's fair.
And they didn't really do enough to make it challenging.
Look, I said it before.
Which one Crota's End is?
Which
is wild because I know it's a newer one.
It's the one with the dude that has the sword that goes smash, and you have to grab the buff so you can pick up the sword and then hit him to break his shield.
Is it the bombs?
Yes.
Wait, no, that's...
You know, the sword guy, the sword hive guy, the one that Sleepy blocks all the time, or else he just shoots you with his fucking arc ranged attacks.
And you're gonna build the bridge across the gap.
Okay, so that is the one with the sisters?
No,
that's Crota.
That's
Orcs. That's Orcs.
That's Kingsfall, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't remember Crota. Hold on, how many times have I done that raid? I think I've done it 9 times.
That feels like a real specific number.
Because I looked at it recently for some other reason, and I noticed that I had only done it like a way smaller amount of times than I thought. It's loading, give me a second.
I've only done 4 Crotas.
I've done 6 Crotas.
Like I said, not a lot.
Which is insane, because the 2 sandwiching it are Salvation's Edge, which is 13, and Root of Nightmares, which is 47. Followed by Kingsfall, which is 67.
So, Crystal, for what it's worth, that was the raid that came out immediately before I stopped playing for a while.
I don't
Also, you have more runs of Crota's End in D2 than I have in D2 and D1 combined.
Wait, is that the one where there was the swinging lanterns and you had to like charge up and go lantern by lantern?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
That's Kingsfall.
No.
Mm?
You drop into a pit. You have to go stand by lanterns, by torches, and there are swinging lanterns that instantly kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Crota's.
Okay, that's the only thing I remember about Crota.
When you said swinging lanterns, I was thinking of the one, from the door encounter of Oryx, and then you go towards the ship, but before you go to the ship, there's like that swinging pendulum thing. I thought that's what she was talking about. You're right.
Same.
So, swinging lanterns, dark area, yeah, that one.
Okay. I don't remember anything else from Crota's End. Which I feel like says a lot.
All right, that's all she has to say about it. Cool. Next.
I'm looking up images.
Next.
Crown of Sorrows.
I have
0 clears. I did not do
deep-seated hatred for Crown of Sorrows. With that said, I think the raid is fine.
I love Crown of Sorrows. It is also the only raid I have with a legit flawless tag. I also have a flawless tag on Last Wish, but that was a cheese.
That's very legit. Shut up. Don't tell them.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know about yours, but I did it legit.
For me, it was C.
I'm gonna.
Sorrows like A or B tier for me. One of those two.
My only few runs of Crown of Sorrows weren't pleasant. I'll put it that way. I also feel like it was a raid where I knew what I was doing, but somehow me knowing what I was doing didn't help anything.
The raid, like the thing is Crown of Sorrow is one of my favorite raids, but in retrospect, I have to admit the opening encounter is terrible. Like objectively terrible.
It's not good.
It's just a time sink that you cannot speed up.
All right. Next.
It's Deepstone Crypt.
Easy.
S tier. I hate Deepstone.
It's a fun raid. That's it for me. It's like it's the raid I enjoyed playing. It's one of the few that I would be like, yo, you need Deep Stone? So
You can just drop in and do it.
If I may,
Go on.
Chaos.
Oh my god, Chaos rules.
all right.
It's easily
Next
the
one.
raid. It's easily the raid I have the most clears in.
I don't remember this next raid.
You didn't do it.
I have one clear of Eater of Worlds.
Never mind, you did it once. Is that the? Is that?
Wouldn't be surprised if it was the first raid I ever did because it's so easy. It was basically a strike. Like it's so easy to 3-man that.
Oh no, that's the okay. So that's the one I did with Zan, Caleb, Chloe Lou, Fabi, and Brian. So that's the one that had the jumping puzzle, and the jumping puzzle is the only part of that raid I remember. Therefore, I'm gonna put it in like B tier or C tier because I don't really remember it.
It's A tier for me. I love this raid. I wish it didn't have the jump pistons, and I wish it had one more encounter. Love this raid.
I really enjoy. I really enjoy the final boss. Like really enjoy it. I think it's a fun encounter, fun like movement based encounter as well. That's all I really have to say about it. The jump pistons never bothered me in my 2 runs because I would have remembered otherwise.
It's just slow. That's just my big issue with it. It's slow.
I'm putting in B tier actually. I don't remember anything about it, but I'm putting it in B.
Garden of Salvation.
A.
I think it's such a pretty one. It's either S or A for me.
It's E tier for me. It is the only raid I think that we currently have that I want to run less than Deep Stone.
I like the raid. It's fun.
It's so pretty.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't work, it's really frustrating. It has to go into B because sometimes it didn't work. You know?
No.
That's her.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it's Divinity.
No, because I'm thinking of like when the Gambit encounter would break every now and again. Like there was legitimately encounters where it just stopped working. You just had to wipe because it just stopped working.
I'll put it in B tier as well, above Eater for that reason.
And also,
as someone that's probably experienced the most bugs with it, I still like that raid.
Yeah, like I probably would like it more. Also, if I think I've done 3 Divinity runs. No, not again.
I don't remember the difference between Divinity runs.
About 2 hours of your time.
Oh no, is that the one where you have to connect things?
Yes. And for some reason that takes 2 hours. That takes 2 hours of your life, 2 extra hours of your life for some reason.
And my experience is
the problem with
dependent on who
Divinity
you
runs
did it with.
Was always that somebody would sign up for it without actually having the time to run it, so then you couldn't leave the raid because then you'd lose all your progress on the Divinity. So you just had to wait for somebody to show up. Also, Garden is one of the things where everybody I've raided with has the fucking awful habit of every single encounter they'll go take a 15-minute break.
Yeah, actually,
before we start the next encounter, and it pissed me off so much.
You know what? You're right. Actually, I don't know what it was about that raid that made people take a 15-minute break.
Like every single encounter, okay, I'll be back, or they'll just sit there talking for 15 fucking minutes without starting the encounter. Like everybody's here, nobody has grabbed the flag. We're all just sitting here talking. And then they get on me like after 10 minutes when I start the encounter, and I'm just like, guys, I have a life. I don't want to sit here for an extra hour on a raid that I hate.
I know another raid like that.
F tier.
I know what raid. I know another raid like that. That's also why you don't like Deep Stone as well. I'm especially thinking the Atrax encounter. For some fucking reason, we have to have a 10 to 15 minute discussion about anything. I know what it is. We're locked in a room waiting for the Tannis cutscene to play out, and we just don't want to stop the. Yeah.
Both of those raids I hate for that reason. Also, both of them have like D tier at best aesthetics. Fuck off.
I had a great time with Garden. Early Garden experience was some of the best raiding I had with the clan.
Yeah, especially when you did it with like a low level, low light guardian, and it just got turned into a video, didn't it?
Yeah, it's unfortunate it has a sexual predator in it.
Oof. Yeah, Marshall.
That's fucked up.
I feel bad.
No, I love Garden. I love Garden a lot. It was. I think it was like some of the most amount of Sherpas I had ever done in Destiny.
Oh my fucking
great raid.
Kingsfall.
I respect it.
I'm gonna put it in B. There wasn't anything that like really like like aesthetically it was fine. Everything else was just kind of fine. Like it was fine. That's it.
I just respect it. Like it was I consider it a good raid. It's not a raid that I particularly enjoy running. I can see it being people's favorites. I'd probably put it like low B, high C.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it B, and there's an explicit reason why. Every encounter feels like you have to explain it to people who have run it 50 times, and for some reason they need re-explaining.
Mm.
And then not
B tier for me. It's fine.
I'm gonna quietly go sweat in a corner.
Oh, Crystal.
I know.
I'm
no.
I'm not explicitly talking about you. It was just like, for some reason, everyone just went, "Oh, how does this encounter work?" And it's like, huh? You ran it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I will say, it has one of the best all-time raid moments in this clan for me, which is me getting frustrated at the 4 different ways to call Oryx and going, "All right, I'm Gen 1. You fucking figure it out from there."
Gen 1 is great. Gen 1 is one of my favorite call-outs.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Last Wish.
Okay.
S tier.
Last Wish, man.
S tier.
So, in my opinion, legit Last Wish is S tier. Cheese Last Wish is C tier.
As someone who has seen how piss easy fucking legit Riven is, now I'm really upset that people needed a cheese for that.
Yeah. Like,
early.
I guess early.
Keep in mind this released before any changes to abilities, and we didn't have resilience.
It's also one of the things where, like, the thing is legit Riven is fine. It's easy enough to do. What the cheese does that basically no other cheese in the game does is it saves time. It is just a lot faster to do the Riven cheese than to do it legit. Like, even if you fail a couple times. That said, like I said, legit Riven, S tier. Cheese Riven, C tier. I split the difference and put it in low A tier.
All right.
I think I put it in A tier, but like it feels S tier to me with just like the full package.
I put A tier for one reason.
What's the one reason? Is it because you've done it flawless?
No, it's actually because the I did it flawless took until fucking 3 in the morning. No. I still don't really understand the mechanic in which Bryant talks about how he holds a pen in his left hand and an ant in his right.
It makes so much sense, though.
No. Let me clarify. I understand the Bryant quote. I just don't remember what that particular stage is called, so that's what I use to describe it. I don't do any mechanics in the one where you have to call symbols. I used to. I've done it at one point, but I personally do not like doing that one in specific. Otherwise, I love it, and I love Riven, and Riven is a dragon. I think that's neat. Also, I get lost if I have the heart at the very end, and it makes me panic.
Jen, did
Becky,
me or Revan tell you that? Go on.
You put Last Wish in A tier.
What's the bad news?
Actually?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's one of those. I think my grievance with Last Wish comes from second encounters. I'm also not a big fan of Callie either. Callie's kind of like a whatever encounter. Because those feel like a wait encounter. Whereas like Morgath, Vault, and Riven, great. Queen's Walk, so-and-so. But like it's like high A for me, Last Wish. So, Jen, did me or Revan ever tell you that we figured out how to do Vault HUDless?
Oh my god.
There's a way to do it HUDless. Somebody found a different way to do the mechanics and figure out where to dunk symbols.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I need to remember it. I have it pinned in my conversation with Revan. But there is a way and it's fucking awesome. All right, sorry, go on.
Right. Here's an issue with Last Wish for me.
Uh-huh.
I struggle at the best of times with things. The first encounter of Last Wish just feels like I'm doing it wrong every single time. The other negative for me about it is, and it's gonna sound weird, there's too much traversing in that raid.
Too much reversing?
Traversing.
Oh, traversing.
Explicitly after the first encounter, where you do this like really bizarre tree climb.
I can see that. There's a lot of walking on in that raid. It doesn't feel the worst to me. I think King's Fall is more obnoxious. I can name a few raids I feel like are worse than Last Wish, but I will agree with you. There's a good amount of traversing that it feels unnecessary. And there's also that middle jump puzzle. So where are you putting it?
Okay, here's the other thing. The weapons weren't interesting until the loot refresh.
I mean, even with the loot refresh, they're not really that interesting. It's just Apex.
Supremacy as well.
Apex Supremacy.
Apex was dog shit before the refresh.
Yeah.
It was definitely garbage. But Apex Supremacy, Techian's Force, and I think that's it.
The only weapon that I ever used before the refresh from this raid was Nation. That was it. And I haven't used it in like 2 or 3 years.
before refresh, not Tekken. The hand cannon is definitely the one that I use, and I barely. But like after the refresh, I use those 3 weapons a lot. Tekken, Supremacy, Rocket. I sometimes use a Scout.
The only one I cared to get was Apex.
Still use it.
All
right.
Leviathan. It is Brian's not watching this, right? I can be honest about Leviathan.
No, feel free to be honest.
Feel free.
I D tier. It's fine. I really wasn't that interested in it.
S tier. Love the raid.
Like between the raids we don't have still, it's the one I want back the least. Like I don't care to have Leviathan back. I'd rather have Eater back, which is saying something.
It's just nostalgic for me. It's S tier for me.
It's A tier for me.
I don't remember much, but I remember having fun.
Actually, it's low A tier for me for one reason and one reason only. My first run was a prestige run, and then I never did prestige again. You motherfucker, Furky.
I didn't run with you on the prestige run.
Yes, you did.
Did I? I don't remember.
Furky, do you want me to tell you who the team was for my first ever Leviathan, which is a prestige run, which is very funny, by the way.
I think it was Brian and Caleb as well, right?
Nope.
Oh,
no,
by the way,
you bailed out of my prestige run. That was correct. But you were coaching.
Bryant doesn't care about where you put Leviathan. It's about where you put Vow.
Oh. Who the fuck joined late on this prestige run? Fuck it, I need to tell you this right now.
Huh?
The team that beat the raid, the prestige Leviathan, was Andy, Ryfex, Revan, me, Kent, Dittrell. 2 people bailed out this run. Marshall and you.
I think it's because somebody asked for the spot.
I think Marshall asked for the spot and then Fit asked for the spot. Oh. Anyway, I liked Leviathan. Leviathan was fun. I tried to Sherpa. I got yelled at by Caleb and Brian, and I never Sherpa'd again.
Yeah.
Alright. It's time for some controversy here. Brood of Nightmares. A tier.
Valid.
It's got the deep stone. It's got the deep stone about it where if someone tells me if they want to run a Root of Nightmares, I will go, no shit, really? Right now? Let's go.
Yeah.
I think I had it in C tier because it was just kind of boring.
It's a great game it's a great raid that I can kind of turn my brain off and just vibe with people. Also, heir apparent while Stompies. I'll be honest, I don't remember, I don't think, any other part of the raid except the fight at the end.
The other reasons I like it, whilst the encounters are, piss poor easy, let's be clear, they're easy. They are fun encounters, actually. Like, they're decently designed, they just don't have a challenge to them.
Yeah.
Most importantly, when Jen calls ad clear, it works.
I like Root. It's not quite A tier for me, but then again, I've been more strict with these tier lists. It's, I believe, mid B tier. But yeah, I like it.
Fucky, you did give it a C, yes. More controversy time.
Mm-hmm.
Salvation's Edge.
All right, hit me with it.
Now, I should stress, Jen has one clear in Salvation's Edge.
Yeah.
B. I love first encounter. I love second encounter. Third encounters, fourth and fifth encounters are so not the other three encounters that I'm just kind of.
Fourth encounter is a completely different. It shares no mechanics with the rest of the raid. Like fourth encounter, I get. Fifth, like boss, just kind of changes the mechanics a little bit.
But
if you skipped fourth encounter entirely, I don't think the raid would miss anything.
The other part about it is, to me, for fifth encounter at least, even if we cut out fourth, the other three encounters before fourth all required a team involvement. Witness boss fight is 2 people doing the mechanic and everyone else is just kind of there.
So I technically do want to do a run where everyone gets one glyph breaker just to see how it is. I want to do it one time.
Like, final encounter isn't a case where 2 people have to do the mechanic and the rest are just ad clear. It's just that's usually the easiest way to do it. That way you don't have to really explain what's going on to most of the team.
I have a small question.
Go on.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that we are ranking this based on a good team?
It's just based on
as shitty as that feels to say.
It's just based on however you want to base it. I'm basing it just on the raid itself, because if I started trying to base it on bad teams, God, Salvation's Edge would be F.
I would say, Crystal, judge it as if you were having your ideal dream team to run this with. Like,
A to F.
Where,
A to F.
So Salvation's Edge for me, if I'm running with my ideal team, is easy S tier. However, not my favorite raid in the game.
I like the aesthetics.
This is my favorite raid in this game.
It's pretty fun. I actually know how to do a decent amount of the mechanics at this point. Like, I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun. I like even if it's challenging, the overall aesthetic maybe not so much, because that it's in itself can change depending on what encounter you're on. But I like some of the way the levels are built. And I like that there is, in most cases, an entry level, quote unquote, into the mechanic where you don't have to know for sure what's going on, but can have someone direct you pretty easily for at least a solid couple of the encounters. That way you can still feel like you're contributing and maybe continue learning it without feeling like you're holding people back.
B tier for me. I like
moment,
first encounter. I like first encounter. I like fourth encounter. I like fifth encounter.
I like it's an easy S tier for me, but I like the challenge that it brings. It's one of those where I would never ever run it with people I don't like raiding with. Just straight up, if Cass is in there, I'm not.
It's one of those things where it's just like, once people understand the raid to its full extent, it clicks, and it clicks in a very easy way. But I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not as big of a fan of the plates. I like the first encounter because it's very fun and dynamic, and you're constantly moving around. The plates is kind of minor in the grand scheme of it. Second encounter is kind of obnoxious. Especially the blights.
Second encounter feels obnoxious because it feels like it's one of those things where if you have a good team, you'll spot the difference immediately between a good team and a team that's kind of not rated together before, where people will just jump into middle immediately, and it's like, oh no, it bites it down. Oh no, and it's like, yeah, buddy, we're still trying to get everything set up here. What are you doing?
For me, second encounter is just the blights. I just hate the blights. Call to hunt, kind of whatever, but like the blights is annoying. Third encounter feels like a lot for nothing. It feels like a nothing encounter, but you're putting a lot of effort into it. You know what I mean?
I wish
it's the same as Chaos Encounter from.
I wish it didn't have the what's their fucking name? The bodyguard type, the Rolks, basically.
Yeah. Oh, tormentors.
Subjugators.
Oh, subjugated? Oh, Rolk, not Nezarek. Never mind, you're right. Yeah, they're kind of thick boys.
Yeah, the tormentors and the subjugators, I don't like them.
I personally
they made them annoying.
I personally wish that the tormentors were gone. I don't like tormentors and enemy type, period.
Actually, yeah, I'm one of the two of them gone. You could only have one per encounter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
I fucking prismatic tormentors.
I personally really like Verity, but I understand Verity is one of those things where you have to understand it, and once you understand it, it's like I personally really enjoy Fourth Encounter, but like I also know Fourth Encounter really well. And then Fifth Encounter is just fun because you put the square in the triangle hole.
Yeah, no, like I like it. I understand why some people don't like it. Despite me it being S tier for me, if I have to explain Fourth Encounter to someone who has no clue one more time, it's dropping to a fucking B.
Yeah, that's me. I still don't understand it.
I don't like
which one is Fourth Encounter?
It's the one where
statues.
Yeah, statues.
Okay. I still don't understand the outside.
It's one of those where like I understand the encounter now. I understand like what I think is the simplest way to explain it. But then I've run into teams where they explain it in a very simple way, in a way that should be immediately understandable, and people will sit there and ask again and again and again. I'm like, you guys not paying attention the first 3 times they explained this? Or
I'm gonna counterpoint it. I sat and genuinely listened and followed through about 3 to 4 times,
I
still didn't understand it.
The comment the one that gave me the headache was listening to Rifex with Joy. Because it was very clear Rifex didn't pay attention the first 3 times that Joy explained it.
You remember this is streamed, right, buddy?
I'm just saying, like, it's one of those where that has happened multiple times. Like, I get that. I understand that. It's not you, but it's a case where there are people who just need to pay attention during the explanation that either don't, or they're legitimately having trouble with it, and they're not, like, asking questions. It just gets to me with that encounter. I don't want to explain it again. Just straight up. I don't ever want to explain that encounter again.
That's fair.
What's the next one?
Scourge of Past.
The next one's Scourge.
I'm gonna start this.
I need to check raid report.
I'm gonna be real simple. I fucking love this stupid raid. It's so stupid.
I did not play it.
It's so stupid. I love the raid.
A.
Actually, it is A, but it's gonna be top tier A.
I have no fond memories of Scourge whatsoever. I have no bad memories of Scourge either.
I have a lot of fond memories. I have a lot of memories of Cap and PAC.
Yo, my favorite is calling CAP and watching Marshall go in the wrong spot 4 times.
Well, I'll rephrase it. I have the only memory I have of Scourge is of the boss, and the boss was just like, eh. I basically was just there for every single run after my second.
I love first encounter so much. I want to do first encounter again with skimmers.
Yeah.
I miss first encounter so much. It was so fun. But I also love final encounter.
Oh,
third encounter.
I know why I feel like Scourge of the Past gives me a visceral hatred for it every time I remember it. Now, it wasn't that I shouldn't have run it every time after my second, because I got Anarchy my second run. What I wanted was the shotgun. I never got the shotgun until my 21st run, and then so the shotgun strat was immediately nerfed like a month after I got the shotgun. That was it. I wanted a threat level, didn't get the threat level until like my 21st run, and then subsequently like deleted my threat level like a month and a half later. It was bad.
Yeah.
I have the opposite of fond memories of this, actually.
I had a fun exotic attached to the raid. Really liked first encounter, what little I did of it. I kind of liked the sparrow chase. I didn't do a lot of that either.
I love the sparrow race so goddamn much.
That'd be fun on skimmers. Okay. It's Spire of Stars time.
Okay. I know I have the hot take here. I fucking love Spire. Spire is very high A, low S tier for me. Like
I have played it once. I remember nothing.
Spire was like after the Cheese for Last Wish was figured out, Spire was the hardest raid in the game. Just straight up. It was the hardest raid in the game. Now, I had a couple teams that had figured it out, and it was a fucking breeze for those two teams. Straight up, this clan was never one of those two teams.
Well, the clan was dead. Our clan was dead when
the clan was dead during Spire. We like never ran that raid, like ever, except for one time where it was a Sherpa run for like 4 people, and that
it was
a little rough.
It was people trying to get the clear so they can get the triumph for arrivals. That's when people started running it. But at the time it launched, I don't think your clan and our clan were in discussion at all. I think we grouped up in arrivals.
No, I did start talking to you guys like immediately when Spire launched. It's just I think
I can tell you right now, Merc was part of it. Because my only run of Spire of Stars is Bryant, our friend Ramped, his at the time girlfriend, Caleb, and Merc because Fabi dropped.
Well, no, that's what we're saying. It like we ran it at arrivals when people were going back to it. Whereas I'm talking about launch when it released in season of the Warmind. We like I don't think our clans were talking with each other yet because you were in the Rooster Teeth clan and we had the Achievement.
Let me double check.
And the Achievement Hunter clan was dead. No one
in
AH was playing at the time. I was the only one. And LFG was dog shit for that raid.
Yeah, up until essentially Arrivals came, and then I ran it 4 times when Arrivals came. And 2 of those were clean. 2 of those were 45-minute runs. And 2 of them were not. And they were 3.5-hour runs.
Yeah. I have it in D. I didn't like the first encounter. The jump puzzle's kind of obnoxious. Final boss, I don't like how unforgiving certain timers are. It's one of the more unforgiving raids. It's fine. Like if you have a good team final encounter's fine. I did like the fucking throwing balls at the ship encounter though. That one's one of my favorite encounters.
Is this the one where you had the symbols and you had to jump on top of the right chalice, or that was Leviathan, right?
You're thinking of Leviathan. That's Leviathan.
Okay.
This is the one where you get launched into the stratosphere. I throw a ball at a ship, and then you watch that ship get destroyed in the background.
I can promise you, I have zero memories of this raid. I can promise you.
People, like, straight up, I think the reason most people didn't like Spire was because of the difficulty curve of the final boss.
Furky, you want to know what I remember from Spire?
Go on.
It's not even technically a Spire memory, because when I found out that I had gotten the chair, that was during Leviathan. So me having the chair, I kept thinking that was a Leviathan drop, because that's when everyone was like, oh shit, you got it. And then like a month later, they were talking about triumphs. I'm like, what's a triumph? And then it hit them.
Yeah.
I kept thinking that chair dropped from Leviathan because that's when that realization happened. That is the only thing I know about Spyro Stars is I got a chair. That's it.
That's fair.
It's really funny.
It's actually really funny looking at, because I have 11 clears of Spire, right? 4 of them were during arrivals. If I look at the other 7, they're all between an hour and 10 minutes and 2 hours and 10 minutes. And then I come to arrivals, and there's 2 that are like 45 minutes long and 2 that are 3.5 hours long. Very clearly a dichotomy. Yeah. Like I said, I think Spire is one of the most polarizing raids. I think the difficulty curve of the final boss makes it like either you're gonna like the raid or you're gonna absolutely fucking despise it.
All right, Jen.
Imagine me sitting here having put it at F.
No, I'm aware. You did not have a good experience with it. I remember. I think that was there was some contention between
Simple.
How things were explained to you.
I think I also didn't like the other half of the raid at all. But I can barely remember it. I remember it was something to do with you stood on a chalice?
It wasn't you standing on a chalice, it was you standing on a pillar.
Pillar, that's it.
And trying to get that pillar to either go down. Around. That was the first encounter.
All right.
There's also one other bit I wish to add to it, and it's also I didn't like. I presume I think at the time I was running it like late at night as well, so I was probably angsty. I don't like the final boss, the final boss, quote unquote, of that being a if you just miss one throw, you die.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not a forgiving raid. Like literally, it's one of the rare instances where one screw up is a automatic wipe and you cannot recover from it.
That's why. That's then because that's the start. That's the start of the
Salvation's Edge. Same way. Final boss.
Yep.
You shoot the crux is wrong. Instant wipe.
I'm here to not have any controversy with Vault of Glass.
Vault of Glass is like in realm of everything else for me. Very mid. Like it's fine. I don't have fond memories of it from Destiny 1. I ran it exactly once, and it was after Wrath of the Machine. I very much prefer Wrath of the Machine.
If it was Destiny 1, this would be an S tier for me. I love Vault of Glass.
I put it
I
in
did
B.
so many runs in Vault of Glass. Destiny 2 or Destiny as a whole, I'd put in like B.
It's D for me. Like it's fine. It's whatever. I don't have.
I might put it in C. It's like B or C. It's like around there.
It's C for me. It's for just like a couple explicit reasons, and that reason is the random champion on the Minotaur, on the, what is it, third encounter? Fourth encounter? I don't know.
Random Minotaur
Overlord champion.
That's second encounter. Complex?
Is that, well, no, I thought it was Gatekeeper.
I think they do it on Gatekeeper as well.
I hate it. I hate it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think it's in second encounter and it's in fourth encounter.
I hate it. Gross. Disgusting.
Yeah, I'd probably put it like low B or in C.
It's such an obnoxious change that they didn't need to add.
I put it in B.
All right.
I don't remember much, but I did like the McDonald's call. No, I'm kidding. I liked the little oracle things.
My favorite bit about it is when you run it with people who don't pay attention to the buffs and debuffs on the left hand side, and suddenly you're all detained.
That's true.
Except one person.
Oh yeah.
The amount of times I DPS'd Atheon with Heir Apparent was a bit too high now. Right.
I see you already moved Wrath to didn't play.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think I might be the only person here who has an opinion because I know Ferky didn't also run it, right?
You're correct.
I think I'm the only one with opinion. Favorite raid ever. Easy S tier, top of my list.
Yeah, everyone who's ever run Wrath seems to love Wrath, and I'm like, okay, I would like to run it one day, but I also understand that it's...
All right. Last one.
Vow the Disciple.
I don't know that I really remember Vow the Disciple that much.
Oh my god.
It starts. Is that the one that opens with Savathun?
Yes.
Like the very first when you load into it. Do I remember anything else about it?
Loading, you had to escort a quote unquote bomb through the swamp.
Also Caretaker.
Oh, I actually didn't mind Vow. I don't.
And there's also the picking up the relics and doing that bit.
Yeah, I don't think I actually minded Vow that much.
It's a good raid. Have it an A.
So I can let you guys do it first, or I can tell you what Bryant told me.
What did Brian tell you?
So when I initially had told him, hey, by the way, Merc doesn't like Leviathan, he goes, you know, that's fair depending on how he ranks it. What really matters here is Vow. If he doesn't put Vow as the lowest, then I don't value his opinion. To which I said, do you not like Vow? And he goes, I think Vow is a very poorly designed raid.
You know, like Vow's not at the top of my list. Like I'm not.
I'm more surprised by how violent he is about it. Just it's got to be the bottom. I don't care.
Like straight up, my least favorite two are Garden and Deepstone, and they're because again of the people just randomly fucking off or having a 20-minute conversation every encounter. Like
that was A for me. I like that. That was a fun one.
I have issues with Vow the Disciple. Brian is right. I think a little bit in that some of the design is very poor. First encounter is stressful. But that's fine, it's a raid. It has a long, obnoxious traversing section. Caretaker's a good encounter. I like Caretaker a lot. Actually, because I think that's the first one where ad clear is super necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just like being a thing for, you know, like you have to be good at ad clear.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when doing Pantheon runs, you very quickly learn that many people aren't good at ad clear. They just have high kill counts because they kill things slowly. I don't like the relic encounter a lot for one reason only. I think having the countdown makes it slower than it needs to be. You know? Like the countdown basically of you die and you cleanse it with the shield. It doesn't sit right with me. That's also another encounter where we have to have a fucking 20-minute conversation beforehand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Many a times I remember sitting under that bridge.
Many times I remember going, no, we're fucking starting. No, we're not having this conversation right now. Let's just start.
To be fair, most of the time,
it's me and Revan.
I know. I was gonna say I know one very specific person that delays with the conversation.
Yeah. However, it has I think my favorite Destiny's raid boss fight.
Rolk is why I have it high up.
Actually,
both the bosses, Caretaker and Rolk, are good boss encounters.
They're so good. Rolk, however, has my favorite strategy ever, which is I'm gonna go stasis. I'm gonna spin up Heir Apparent. You guys just DPS the boss. I'm just gonna hold him in place.
That works.
It works. However, for the rest of the raid, I'm gonna put it in B tier, below Garden of Salvation.
It's a B tier for me too.
Which means I only have one S tier, and it's Deepstone Drift.
Mine's Deepstone Leviathan. Salvation's Edge was a close.
I think there should be an asterisk next to Salvation's Edge for me.
Yeah.
I've done it once, and I didn't understand it. However, there is 2 people we do need. Well, there's 3 people, but we need to know what their raid opinions are.
First off, here is mine, just for public, since I did some adjustment after I sent one to Judd.
Where is this Dahlia?
My list is too top heavy. I need to move something down to C, clearly.
Why did she make a new tier for Garden?
What do you mean? Who do you think did that?
I would have to assume Dahlia.
Because it's Garden.
Oh my god, Deepstone's that low for them? And Ron?
Right, I can tell you this right now. I got conflicting information. So obviously you can tell which one Revan is because Wrath of the Machine has been played. I'm surprised Deepstone is that low. That Deepstone is that low for him. I'm surprised Last Wish isn't an S because the amount of times he talks that raid up.
I am surprised that Wrath is above Last Wish for him. I'm surprised Vow is above like any of the A tier stuff for him.
Message received at hang on. I'll do this correctly. Message received at 1:30 a.m. Though in hindsight, I think Vow is still my favorite raid.
That's good. That's why it's an A for me.
Now
like, As a Wrath of the Machine stan who has played Wrath of the Machine almost every single time with Revan, I'm surprised Wrath is above Last Wish. Just straight up, I am shocked Wrath is above Last Wish.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm not surprised by his list at all.
The most important thing to me is just to note something very proper and that's still very funny to me. Fergie putting Eater of Worlds above Salvation's Edge is very funny.
I really like Eater of Worlds. Like, you have no idea.
I mean, I have
I love
that. I can't believe you put your S tier. I can't believe you publicly put your...
What do you mean, Jen? I don't know what you're talking about.
Crazy. But hey, we successfully got through 4 tier lists. Hey Jen, why didn't you do a Strike and Dungeon one? Oh, that's crazy. Oh.
I can't do a dungeon one because it's just going to be Pit of Heresy at S and everything else is at F.
I figured.
And the only reason that's the case is Pit of Heresy is going to be in S, A, B, C, D, E.
Really don't understand why you like that dungeon so much.
I love it so much, dude.
Oh. We're free. It's over.
We're free.
It's all done.
We did it. We did it.
Hey.
Worthy's an S tier.
You're on S tier.
Thank you. Oh, are you guys good for tomorrow's raid being 1 hour after reset?
No.
I believe. No, she's not. Has to be.
Hey, Furky.
Has to be 2 hours.
It works until 2.
I work. I work until 2 hours after reset. I should be home within 15 minutes after work ends.
How about 3 hours after reset then?
That should be perfectly fine.
Okay, 3 hours after reset. I will send a message to Revan and Mystic.
9. Okay. That should be good. Thumbs up.
I'm still upset that the red border got fucked up for our run on Wednesday, I think it was.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you already lost the key, right?
Yeah, I used up a key. I should probably go use up the other 2.
Is this raid tomorrow the one that I joined without actually joining?
The one that I asked Crystal to ask you.
Yeah. And I then believe I offered to ask John, and then John is busy.
Oh.